Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from PhoneBunch and today we are reviewing the Infocus m812. This comes with an all-metal construction. You have the Snapdragon 801 quad-core processor powering the internals. You have 4G connectivity built in as well, a 5.5-inch 1080p IPS display along with a 13 megapixel rear camera with dual tone LED flash, and you have a non-removable 2900 mAh battery. Now let's go ahead and have a look at the device. Moving to the right, you have the SIM card as well as the micro SD card slot. Now you have one micro SIM card slot over here, the bottom one. The top one actually is a hybrid SIM card slot, so you can either use a nano SIM card or a micro SD card for expanding storage. Now you can use a 4G SIM card only in the first SIM card slot, not in the second one. Coming to the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack and you can see the antenna bands there as well. Now all the buttons have been moved to the left, including the power button as well as the volume buttons. All are sturdy, they are made out of metal. It is a bit difficult to use with a single hand if you are a right-handed person. Moreover, at about 186 grams, this is quite a bulky device. Even though the construction here is very good, you have rounded sides and corners, which does make the phone slightly easier to grip and hold. Coming to the bottom, you have a single speaker there, the other one is just a microphone, and you have the micro USB data syncing and charging port right there as well. Overall, the design is pretty decent on this device. It looks quite premium. The black bands won't be to everyone's taste. They look slightly weird. Now at the back, you have a noise cancellation mic. You can see that 13 megapixel camera, LED flash, and the 4G branding at the bottom. Again, something that will take a little getting used to. Now in the front, you do have a notification LED. Within the earpiece, it's glowing green at the moment. You have proximity and light sensors along with the 8 megapixel front facing camera, and you have on-screen buttons this time around. You have a 5.5-inch display here. It's 1080p IPS. The bezels above the display and below it are a bit large. The side bezels are quite thin. So this makes it a slightly taller device than other devices with 5.5-inch displays. But the display here is really top notch. Excellent color reproduction. The viewing angles are also very wide. No distortion in brightness or colors no matter how you tilt this display. So you have blue light filter so that you have less eye strain. You can customize the soft keys as well. There is color temperature modes. You can set that up based on how you like the color profile of the display, along with different screen modes. Now coming to network and call quality, we didn't have any major issues here. You do have call recording built in. The earpiece as well as the speakerphone are actually plenty loud and there was no echo or disturbance on either side. You do have Wi-Fi hotspot, Bluetooth as well as USB tethering. GPS is also available on the device and it does work out quite well. Now coming to the camera, you have a 13 megapixel rear camera. Shutter speeds are good, but the image capture time is a bit on the higher side. It takes a little bit of time to save the image. But overall focusing is fast here as you can see, and the images captured do have good amount of detail and less noise. There is no artificial sharpening going on here. Now there are several modes that you can use, you can just see that here, but auto mode generally does work out quite well. In the time that I spent with the camera, it was quite decent, and moreover this phone gets a bit warm and to an extent a bit hot as well while using the camera. The front facing camera again is pretty decent. It's alright, it's not the best again. I noticed quite a lot of noise and the color accuracy was also not that good with the front facing camera here. Now audio quality both from the headphone jack as well as from the speakerphone is pretty good. This is the default music player. Overall the speakerphone is quite loud too, so that definitely adds to the listening experience. FM radio is also supported. Moreover, you can go ahead and record FM too. We didn't have any issues with network reception. Even video playback is very smooth. There was no lag. It supports a variety of codecs. You have 3GP, MP4, AVI, MKV, all supported by default. Now we are playing a 1080p video. It's a streaming video over YouTube and this also works fine. Now coming to software, the Infocus m812 is running on Android 5.0.2 Lollipop with the in-life UI on top. Now we had many apps that came pre-installed. You had Zomato, Instagram, Food Panda, just a lot of these apps, but you can uninstall some of these and for the rest you can disable them as well. There are quite a lot of options available in this launcher. You can even change the look of the launcher, whether you want it in a single view mode or with a separate app drawer. You can add widgets to the home screens, app shortcuts as well, change wallpapers. quite a lot of options in customization. You have your quick toggles right up top. If you swipe from the top, swipe from the bottom, and you get access to all the different preferences for the default launcher. You can edit those quick toggles as well. You can move those around, and you can see we are running Android 5.0.2 right out of the box on this one. Now coming to internal storage, it is expandable. We are using a micro SD card, and USB OTG is also supported. I am playing a 720p video here right off the USB disk. At present, you can see out of the 3 gigs of RAM that the device has, 1.6 GB is free. So there's plenty of free RAM for multitasking. And you have a task manager which definitely helps in that aspect. You can clear all tasks very easily and see how much RAM is being occupied by these tasks as well. Now you have some gestures built in. You can turn over to reject call, shake to change songs. Now this is the only one that I actually used, and it was pretty handy. Since this phone is running a skinned version of Android Lollipop, there are a few neat changes. You can change volume separately here, and you have a do not disturb mode, but it works a bit different. So you have different time slots that you can use. You can also set up an exclusion list with what calls, messages, alarms go through with specific numbers for your contacts as well. Now coming to web browsing, it was pretty smooth on this device. Overall performance is very good. You do have the Snapdragon 801 quad-core chipset powering this smartphone. We've already seen it perform great on the OnePlus One. Pinch to zoom is very good. Even in general, touch response is very good with this device. Apps open up quickly, and I haven't noticed any lag with general use on this device. Multitasking is again very good over here. Garbage collection is not that aggressive. You can see even after opening so many apps, Chrome is still alive. Even gaming was pretty fun on this device. We are playing Asphalt 8 in high settings on this one right now, and you can see there is no lag whatsoever. Now there is one thing though. This phone doesn't get hot, but it gets warm very quickly even with general use. I have seen temperatures range to about 42-43 odd degrees even with general use on this device. It's not really hot, but being metal in construction, the phone does feel quite hot to touch, especially when you are gaming or using the camera. Moreover, the battery life is a bit inconsistent on this device. Some days I was able to get more than 4 hours of screen on time, some days just around 2.5 hours. But most of the time you'll get through 1 day of usage with this device. Now the thing is, this one is priced at 20,000 bucks. At this price point you have the Moto X Play available as well. There's the OnePlus One with 64 gigs of internal storage, so a lot of choice, making the Infocus M812 seem slightly overpriced. But you do have metal construction over here, a very good display, but still a bit overpriced, and it does get warm very quickly even with general use. So those were my 2 cents about the Infocus M812. What do you guys think about it? Do hit us in the comment section. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any suggestions, do mention them in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great day.